what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Hi friends, I wanted to open this video with explaining a little bit about it. Today's video is a what's for dinner video. I'm going to share with you guys a few different dinners that we've eaten in the past week or so. And in these videos, I'm going to link a recipe if I have one. If we just made it from scratch and threw it together, then I'll just explain how we made it. I currently have a back that's broken in 2 places. My tailbone is healing and I have a bulging disc. And so for me, it's been about making sure people are fed and doing my best. Mika has helped me a lot. CJ has helped some. Maddie helps some. Penny helps some. Bubba helps some. And we have been making it work. So I will share all of the meals we've eaten lately with you guys. Explain how they were made. Link recipes if I have them. And yeah, but this is just kind of what we're doing to get by and make meals work for our family for now. Okay, let's jump right into the first meal. Tonight I made steaks. I used this black and tan seasoning on them. I really like this on steak, but I just seasoned up a whole bunch of steaks and I'm pan frying them in my great big cast iron that I got at Walmart from the camping aisle because it's big enough for my whole family and it was pretty reasonably priced considering the size of it. We made up a Caesar salad and we also baked some potatoes in the microwave. Here are the steaks that are done so far. James's is still in the pan because he's still asleep, and everybody is just going to go ahead and eat and let him get some rest. For the next meal, we are going to do some slow cooker pulled pork. I had a boneless pork shoulder in my freezer. I put that in the slow cooker. I also added some pork cutlets because it wasn't a big enough package to feed my whole family. And then I added some liquid smoke to this. The next thing I'm going to add is brown sugar. I kind of eyeballed it. I'd say maybe 1/4 cup of brown sugar went in here. And then the next thing I'm adding is minced onion. And I'm just going to, like I said, just sprinkle it over the top until I decide it's enough. And then I'm also going to add some smoked paprika. I don't normally add smoked paprika, but I thought we would do that today, just kind of on a whim to see how it tastes. And then the next thing we are going to add is going to be our barbecue sauce. This is Sweet Baby Ray's. It's just whatever I had in the fridge this morning. So I'm just going to add a good amount to this. And then later when it's done, I'm going to shred it up and put it right back into the liquids in the slow cooker. And if anybody wants added barbecue sauce on theirs, they can add it to their sandwich when we make plates later. Here it is finished cooking and shredded up, and like I said, back in the liquids. This came out so good. It had like a nice sweet smoky taste to it and everybody really enjoyed it. I threw some fries and onion rings in the oven, and that's what we had with our pulled pork sandwiches tonight. For the next meal, we are making goulash. For this, I have 2 packages of Italian sausage, an onion cut up, and a good spoonful of garlic. And I'm just browning this in my pan. And then while this is browning, I'm bringing water up to a boil so I can boil a whole box of elbow noodles. And then I went ahead and added a can of diced tomatoes and a can of mushrooms to our meat now that it is done cooking. And I'm just going to get this all mixed up. I'm just using odds and ends that we have on hand. So the first one I'm using is a vodka pasta sauce. I'm going to dump that in there. And then I went ahead and also added a regular pizza sauce from Walmart. And we're going to give this a good stir, get it all mixed up. And this will be our sauce for our goulash. I added a couple tablespoons of sugar to this just to bring down the acidity of the sauce. I meant to make bread today, but I wasn't feeling good and I never got around to it. So I took a loaf of French bread out of the freezer, sliced it up, and then I melted some butter and I added garlic and parsley to that and brushed this over the top of my bread and put it under the broiler. Here is everybody's finished goulash. We just added some fresh Parmesan cheese to it, and then they have their garlic bread and an applesauce cup. For the next dinner, we are doing Salisbury steak. I have some ground beef, about 3 pounds of it. We have parsley, onion powder, paprika, garlic powder, breadcrumbs, and eggs, and we just mixed it all up and formed patties. Now I'm browning these up in a skillet, and then I will put them in a 13x9 baking dish, and we will add mushrooms and gravy to this and let it bake for about 20 minutes. Normally, I would use beef better than bouillon with some water, onion powder, black pepper, and do a cornstarch slurry for my gravy, but I was out, so I had to use turkey broth to make up our gravy, and I forgot to film that, but I just made up a turkey-based gravy and put that over our meat, made up some mashed potatoes, green beans, and ranch beans to go with it. For the next meal, we're doing this giant chuck roast from Sam's Club. I took this out of the freezer last night. It's still a little bit frozen in the middle, but we're going to go ahead and brown it up and get it in the slow cooker anyway. And we're going to cook it on high all day long so that it falls apart later. So we're going to use garlic, onion, danos, parsley, and butter on our chuck roast and get it cooking. So here is our chuck roast that's been cooking all day long and it's ready to serve. So we're going to make some sides to go with it. I made up 2 cans of baby peas with just a little bit of butter and salt in them. I made some smoked Gouda mac and cheese. There was 2 boxes of that, and we get that at Aldi and my kids love it. And this is dinner tonight. For the next dinner, Penny wanted to help make dinner, so we're doing oven barbecue chicken. She picked out 2 seasonings, and we baked them at 350 for about 40 minutes, and then we added barbecue sauce and put them back in for about 15 minutes to finish cooking and getting like a nice sticky coating to them. Now she's working on Brussels sprouts. She just pulled these out of the freezer, added butter, soy sauce, ginger, and garlic, and she just cooked these until they were nice and soft. To go with our chicken and Brussels sprouts, we just made up some baked potatoes for an easy side for tonight's dinner. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this What's for Dinner video and it inspired you or encouraged you in some way. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye.